Welcome to Iowa Pagan News, your informative internet radio station catering to all pagans worldwide. We are dedicated to bringing you the very best in music, news, events, and lots of fun stuff. Come tune into our new podcast at www.plrdn.podbean.com. Now, here is your host, Lou Silverwolf Williams. Welcome to Iowa Pagan News, your informative internet radio station catering to all pagans worldwide. We are dedicated to bringing you the very best in music, news, events, and lots of fun stuff. Come tune into our new podcast at www.plrdn.podbean.com. Now, here is your host, Lou Silverwolf Williams.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. My intro got put on loop. I forgot to take that loop setting off. So the boo-boo number one. Okay. Anyway, this afternoon, I want to welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Pagan Artist Spotlight on the National Pagan Network. And something else that I need to do is I need to pay special recognition to my good friend Virginia Ackley, who has been so kind to record the intros and other stuff here for Pagan Artist Spotlight, which we're no longer known as Iowa Pagan News. It's now Pagan Artist Spotlight on the National Pagan Network. And this afternoon, I am joined by my good friend, Rhonda Marie, who is AKA, I'm going to bring this up here so that we can get that right here. Lady Adnor, head witch and owner and founder of Solitary Coventry. So I want to thank you for taking time out to come join me again, and we can get caught up.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been over here with you, so I appreciate you having me here. God, how long? I mean, I've had you on Solitary Coventry recently, but it had been a while. And usually just kind of flip-flop between each other and try to network a little bit. So
yeah, I know. And I've had a lot of stuff going on over here with projects going on business-wise and also health-wise. So, yeah.
You're doing good, though. Your DJing is starting to take off a bit for you, so I'm happy for you.
Yep, that, and I'm doing a lot of work with business owners as well, helping them create their own short videos and their own podcasts to help them grow their business. So
awesome.
That's something else I'm doing.
Yeah, well, that's the best way to really do stuff is to find people that you could network with, so that you can get the word out for all kinds of good stuff that pagans and other people have going on. So I appreciate you having me here.
Not a problem. So let's start off with what's been going on lately.
Well, I think since you had me last, well, there's a lot. There's a lot that's been going on. I can't remember. I don't think so. But let me introduce you to Samara Morgan. She is the official power totem animal for Solitary Coventry's Facebook page. She's a royal ball python. She's just a normal. And how they got to be called royal ball pythons is because they used to be worn around people's necks as jewelry, so they became royalty. And Samara is actually named after the ghost in the movies The Ring. Have you ever watched any of those movies?
Let's see. No, but I have seen other movies where it's actually a tribal deal to have a python draped around the neck. So
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, yeah. But now in the movie The Ring, it's a girl. Okay, she's a ghost, and Samara, the girl, her last name is Morgan. And I was going to give Samara a middle name, Morgan, but every time I thought Morgan, I would want to say Morrigan, like the goddess. So this is Samara Morrigan. Morrigan's her middle name. And then she's named after the ghost in the movies, The Ring, if anybody's watched those. And Samara was once a child gifted with the psychic ability known as Ninsha, also known as thoughtography, or called projected thermography, or known as thoughtography, or called projected thermography, which is the ability to burn images from one's mind onto surfaces.
Cool.
So that's who she's named after. And let's see. I do have Samara snakeskin jewelry that I make and that I sell. And any donation for those pieces of jewelry go to her care and her upkeep. So, if anybody wants any snakeskin jewelry, all they got to do is message me on Solitary Coventry's Facebook page, and I can hook them up.
Okay.
And then one of the really, really good things that's going on is I have a new moderator on Solitary Coventry called Lord Gunther.
Okay.
And he's been with me for almost a month. He's doing a fantastic job. This is like, I've had help in the past and they've never worked out. I've lost two friendships over it. Like people I was already friends with like way before. And that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. But what happens is they forget that you're a moderator. I'm the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I founded this page. I own this page, and technically I'm your boss when you're working on my page. And some people can't, I guess, they can't mix the two. Some people, oh, well, it's my page too. No, you're just a moderator. Okay, you're here to help. And I'm not like trying to say, no, it's not your page, because sure, Solitary Coventry is home to almost 50,000 people. So it is everyone's page, but it's a little differently when you have someone helping you run a page. But he's doing a fantastic job. I don't know him very well. I do know that he was a moderator. He actually took over a page for someone for like 10, 11 years. Oh, he's messaging me. He's watching. Lord Gunther's watching, and he says, LOL. He says, boss, LOL. He's watching the show. Hello, Lord Gunther. Make sure you jump in on the comments here, guys. I can't see them, but I'm sure you can. So if there's comments, you'll have to check those out for me. But anyway, he's doing a fantastic job, and it's like I told him I'm going to be watching you like a hawk. And you know what? I've watched him enough. I don't need to babysit. It's amazing. He does what I ask him to do. And that's why I got to remind him, hey, don't, but that's nothing, right? That's nothing. He's really, I can't even say once he gets into the swing of it, because he's doing a fantastic job. And I know that he was an admin. Admin took over an entire page for someone else. That's how I, ran into him. And then he had commented on one of my posts that, by the way, I'm no longer, doing this or doing that. And I thought about it for a couple of days. I'm like, I'm going to reach out. And I'm glad that I did. Solitary Coventry and everyone that's there should feel very blessed that we have Lord Gunther, because I think it's really bringing a balance. I'm starting to see a good balance coming to the page. And, that's our main focus. We want to balance. We want to be able to have fun. We want to be able to post educational stuff. So we have a theme going for every day of the week, which sometimes, Tuesday might roll around and we forget, oh, it's supposed to be this day at Solitary Coventry, and that's okay. It just takes a while to get into, the routine of stuff. Now, I was getting into that routine on my own back in January and February, and then I just got so busy that I completely forgot, and then I just didn't do it. But now, with Lord Gunther helping out, it helps me remember what day of the week it is. And then, like I said, we have a theme for every day of the week. We have Mystical Monday or Magic Monday. And then we have Tarot Tuesday. Okay, this is the day for anybody to hit me up to book a tarot reading. I have all kinds of spreads. Depending on how many cards I use will depend on the donation fee. It's like the more cards, the longer I spend with people. So that's why that's different. And you know what's crazy? I noticed there's a local place here in town. They are charging $60 for a half an hour to give someone a reading.
Mm.
My most expensive reading is $55, and I spend about an hour with you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know there's people out there who are taking advantage of people and
Right.
overcharging and charging people in an environment where you should not be charging. And that's the big issue that, I mean, I know that we both see it every
Yeah.
single day. And, it's just something that I'm not comfortable with, and no one should be.
Yeah.
Hang tight just a second. I got a delivery at the door. Hold on.
Okay. So what's up, guys? You know what? I might be able to see the chat. Let me see. I'm doing this through my phone instead of my laptop. Well, I don't see no
Okay.
comment.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. That's okay. Hey.
Delivery coming. Anyway, yeah, I know that we both see that, and I know it's been a topic of discussion in many groups. And, I just wish people would take that to heart when they see issues like that coming up and realize that as a tarot reader, you're doing it as a service to people to help people.
Exactly.
And it's not meant to get rich off of or make a living off of.
Right.
That's the way I look at it, because everything that I do for the pagan community is to help people.
Exactly. Right. And that's what I'm here.
Yeah. My background is being a first responder and being I've had people refer to me as an elder. I've had people refer to me as a leader in the pagan community. But really, what I'm here to do is to assist people the best way I know how. And by doing what I'm doing as a advocate, to be a voice for people, and also as a member of the press for the community.
Yeah.
An important job. So
yeah,
it's just like being a tarot reader, palm reader, being a medium. You're there to help guide people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I get a lot of backlash for even asking for donations for anything that I do. And it's like, if you were to go anywhere else, this would cost you an arm and a leg. Not only that, my credentials weren't free. My time is valuable. My experience is priceless, and that's what it's all about, with Solitary Coventry and everything else, that I do. So, people want to, the thing is, what I'm learning is, and it's kind of sad, and I'm going to say, and we might get some backlash for it, but here's what I'm noticing: people want material. They'll go out there and buy whatever because they can hold it in their hand. What they're forgetting is that stuff. It depletes. You lose it. It breaks. It goes away. It gets stolen. However it turns out. The thing is, when you stop learning, you lose your knowledge. Knowledge is priceless.
Right.
Knowledge is what gives anyone power, across the board, no matter what it's about, whether it's Christianity, any religion, politics, anything, taking care of her. I thought I was ready. I did a lot of research and watched YouTube and, Google, and boy, was I not ready, but I thought I was. And I learn every day with her. And that's what we want to do. And knowledge doesn't always, come for free, unfortunately, because people like us, we want to help people. And if people really want help, then they wouldn't have a problem making a donation.
Mm-hmm.
If
Right.
people really wanted to gain knowledge and learn from the right people, someone that can be there for them, boom, just like that. If you're not serious, then that's why you got an issue with someone asking for a donation. That's the only way I see it. And you know what? And if they don't want to do a donation, that's fine. There is so much free learning on Solitary Coventry's page. I do free live educational events all the time. I've kind of slacked off a little bit because it's butterfly season is coming in, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But so I'm a little lax on that. I haven't gone live as much as I want. With it being warmer, I want to be outside. My dogs want to be outside, and we don't want to be stuck in here in the house preparing to do a free live educational event for everyone. But there's just so much free learning right there on the page. That's all they got to do is look around. There's something for everyone. So, and it's good that people like you and I can get together and network, get the word out for other things. What if they don't want to know about just say elephant? Well, then you direct them somewhere, maybe because they want to learn about tigers. You know what I mean? You're not going to, and I would never intentionally teach someone wrong. I would never intentionally give out the wrong information. And I'll tell you right now, I would be the first to correct myself if I've made a mistake and it's been brought to my attention. So, and my students know that, right? Because I do teach online Wicca and witchcraft related classes. I do terminology workshops every other Sunday. Those are only $15, and you get friendship, you get community, you get support, you get like-minded people, you get a lot of knowledge, and you get a free tarot reading. And it's only $15. You can't beat that.
Nope.
You can't beat it at all.
Now, with another thing that I'm involved in right now is I'm now a part of a brand new Pagan magazine that's coming out.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I think I shared it.
Yep. It's called Today's Witch. And this is the cover for it that's going to be coming out mid-October.
Okay, awesome.
Because this is going to be for Samhain edition.
Oh, that's going to be great.
There's going to be 2 editions. There's going to be the fall, winter, and the spring and summer editions. And
wow.
So that's going to be coming out twice a year. There's also going to wind up being the Traveler's Guide. There's going to be a puzzle book. What else? Wheel of the Year book as well that goes with it.
Awesome.
So there's a lot that's involved with this. And Ed Sott and myself, we're hard at work to get this going. We've already started selling subscriptions, and we're already in contact with shops all across the country that are jumping on board to be distributors.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad I used the phone tonight. You got the delivery, and now I got a dog that wants to go outside.
Cool. So basically, yeah, we're trying to do this to be as productive as we can for the community, because there's also now going to be a new local paper out in Utah, and that's called Pagan Chronicles. That's going to be local to the community out there in Utah for right now, and I'm also assisting with that one. Plus, there's also going to be another development coming probably later on this summer in regards to another newspaper that basically I can't really discuss the details right now, but there's going to be some good news coming. So.
Well, good. We'll have to have you over on Solitary Coventry again then. Let's say probably around October. You'll have to let me know.
Yep. So basically, anybody who is interested in the new magazine, please let me know because I am the layout editor, plus I'm also human resources for the magazine and also for the company name, which is called Covered Bridge Press LLC, and uh, that's going to be that's the logo for it right there. I'm the one to help create that logo, so I'm very much involved with it. So it's something that I'm really proud of.
Wow, that's awesome. So anyways, with Solitary Coventry, like I said, we're getting a theme going for every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Tarot Tuesday, like I said, I do tarot readings. And then we have Whacked Out Wednesday, which is I told Lord Gunther, I said, well, Whacked Out Wednesday is basically just a free for all. Just just throw out some crazy fun stuff on Wednesday, right? Because Wednesday, like for everybody, it's kind of like hump day. Oh, we're halfway through the work week. This is Wednesday. Wednesday sucks. But then we try to, give them something to look forward to on every day of the week, not just Wednesday. And then, of course, we got Kickback Thursday, and that's basically, okay, you made it through hump day. Now you can kind of kick back and start thinking about the weekend. Then we have Fun Fact Friday. I would like to start doing free educational events every Friday. I just can't promise because, like I said, I've got now that the weather's warm up and my butterfly season started. Things can be pretty hectic. And then my dog, my Doberman, she's so high maintenance. She had to have surgery, and that cost me a lot of money. She was on restrictions for a while, which made it hard because I couldn't just open the door to let her to go out to go potty. I had to take her out on a leash because of restrictions. So we got through that. She's all healed up. Stitches were removed. Anyway, then we have Serene Saturday, just something kind of get you to think about yourself for a little bit. Of course, we have Solar Sunday. And then something that I think some people are aware of, I am the moderator on the Druid Circle. Druid Neoclaus Duplon and I have become great friends now over the last year and a half. And although I'm not a Druid, with his permission, I do free live educational events for the Witches' Sabbath. I've performed 2 live rituals for him and his brother, specifically for protection and dispelling demonic entities, while using music and dance with great success. We came out on top, and it'll stay that way, thank the gods. So it's another thing that I do for people. Druid Neoclaus the Clown, he's in a completely different state. But that doesn't mean I can't help you. Right. So that's what people need to know too. And we can do things like this, privately in video chat. Nothing has to be aired live or anything unless somebody wants it to be that way. But then, people can find those replays, right, of those rituals. They're published on the Druid Circle, Solitary Coventry, and on my Rumble channel. And then, of course, we'll tell everybody about those links. But I do have Solitary Coventry t-shirts coming, guys, soon. I promise. It is just, I've never done it before. They need to, do they have a book that says how to make t-shirts for dummies? Because we're seriously not getting there. But listen, I do make bumper stickers too. I'll show you a couple that I have. This one says, I like crystal sage and the word F-U-C-K. And of course it has Solitary Coventry on it. Right now they can be smaller than this. I just do different sizes to show people. And the most expensive one is $10. So, but this one says, I saw that karma. See, that one's smaller than the one I just showed you. And then I have Proud Pagan American. This can be smaller too. I've got all kinds of stuff. All right, this one is not all females. or not all witches are female.
That's true.
Yeah, and then there's another one. It says the same thing, but it's in black and white.
Cool.
And of course, I can do what you see here on the shirt. And this is actually my logo for Solitary Coventry when I do free live events. And then, of course, we cannot forget about Samara Morgan. All right. And again, these are just different sizes that I show people, $5 for a small one, $8 for a medium, and 10 for a large. And a large is almost like almost a full sheet of an 8x10, not quite. It just really depends on where people want to stick it. Like I've got, Solitary Coventry with her stuck to the side of my refrigerator. I've got people that that's what they do. Oh, I want a big one so I can put it here. So, it's whatever. If they want a tracking number, it's an extra $5 because that's what's going to cost to do the tracking. But so I got that. I got t-shirts coming. I've got Samara Morgan snakeskin jewelry. Let's see what I also have a website. It's about 6 months old, I think. It's focused on life coaching. So with that, I'll talk to you about my credentials here.
Okay. And that's the solitarycoventry.wixsite.com/solitary-coventry.
Yes. So I've been an ordained minister since 2012, and I think you and I both are ordained through the same church.
Yep.
My credentials for that. That's been since 2012.
Yep.
With one hand. She wants my hair. Come on.
I've had my credentials since 2009.
Well, you started a little bit before I did with that, I guess. I mainly got it. I've done 2 hand fastings, and let me tell you, they sucked. And the only reason I'm going to tell you they sucked, it wasn't on my part. It was the people I was doing it for. I couldn't keep their kids under control, and I don't know. To me, that's something sacred. That's something that, kids need to be behaved. So to me, I thought they turned out horrible. But anyways, and then I have the affirmation of love certificate. So these I can do privately through video chat if people want to, I don't do Zoom. There's other ways to stream, and it can be done privately. They can do it right online for the entire world to see. Let's say maybe they're somewhere in a state where it's not legal to marry the same sex or something like that. Then I can do the affirmation of love for them. I can also do, maybe they're just not ready to actually get married yet, but just want to make a commitment or a promise of love to their partner. I can do that too. Okay. And let's see what else. I got a lot here, hon. Okay, my Master of Wicca. This is to certify Rhonda M. Woodyard has been awarded a Masters of Wicca degree December 15th of 2012 for the completed studies of Wicca.
Very nice.
All right. So now I just want people to know that, when I do go get my credentials, I don't do it until I have been studying and practicing and living it for years. My Wicca Master Degree Award was in 2012, but it's been a way of life for me. Really kind of started back in 1985. I just didn't know that that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then from there, I'm trying to do my certificates in the years, in the right year. Where are you going, crazy snake? All right. So I do have you heard me talking about butterflies. I have a certificate of appreciation for the creation and the maintenance of monarch butterflies. My garden is registered online. It's 131. It is referred to as a monarch way station. All right, there's my certificate. Now I got the certificate in 2021, but I started in 2020. I did not create the actual garden until 2021, and I got it registered online. So if anybody wants to get involved with doing the monarch stuff, all they got to do is send me a message on Solitary Coventry, and I will send them seeds for free, milkweed seeds. Okay. The main thing is to plant, to make sure you have their host plant. All right. A lot of people are like, well, I've got the host plant out there, but I hardly ever see any butterflies. Well, this is because you're not providing nectar and pollinators. If you want them to stay, you have got to have the host plant, you got to have nectars, and you got to have pollinators.
Right.
So if you just have nectar and pollinators, they're not going to stay because there's no host plant. You have a host plant, the male butterfly will claim that garden as his own, and they will fight other males for the garden. But the reason for doing the monarchs, I also do swallowtails. The reason for doing the monarchs, those in efforts to help increase their population to keep them off the endangered species list. Now, the prior administration, I just want to bring this up. A lot of people were mad that he didn't put monarchs on the endangered species list. I'm ecstatic. I'm glad, because once they are put on the endangered species list, I can no longer harvest eggs and raise them from hatchling to butterfly. I won't be allowed to do any of what I'm doing other than having the garden. Gotcha. We have to intervene. She's trying to go up in my baby. Going. Okay. So that's and it's very healing. It's very therapeutic too. Because we have so much stuff going on in our lives and so much stuff that we allow to hurt us or allow to bring us down. When you get a hobby and you do something that you really like, it doesn't really matter if it's crocheting, that's cool. If it's pinpoint, needlepoint, whatever they call it, whatever it is, starting up a hobby, because there are so many things outside of our control, and we dwell on those and we let it eat us alive, and we get depressed over it, we get down, or we lose motivation. When you find a hobby, something that has meaning, something that you really enjoy, and something where you're making a difference, you will start to heal, because you're not going to have time to sit there and think about all the things that you can't change. Can't change the past, but we can be in the moment, in the present moment, and think about things for a better future for yourself as an individual. So I really do recommend the butterflies for sure, because now I'm doing, swallowtail. I have, you care if I show you a couple caterpillars?
No, that's fine.
Now, the swallowtails are a little different than monarchs, because monarchs migrate. Do you see them?
Yep.
Yeah, they need fish food. I got to do that one more down. And a couple of them here. These are my two biggest ones. I have harvested 9 eggs, and I've got smaller ones in a different cage. It takes 3 to 10 days for a swallowtail egg to hatch. Now, monarch, it only takes 3 to 5. It just depends on the day when you find them. So I have smaller ones in a different mesh cage over here, because the eggs, they all hatched at different times, so they're going to be different sizes. And plus, they're not on a time schedule, right? Swallowtails don't migrate, so they just take their good old time. Okay, so from there, I have a Doctor of Divinity. This is the certified Rhonda M. Woodyard has been awarded an honorary Doctor of Divinity degree on November 22nd. Or I'm sorry, November 27th of 2022. And this is,
Okay.
a lot. I got one more for you. Then I did make some notes. Okay, so the Doctor of Divinity, it's an honorary degree that is conferred upon the select professionals who have demonstrated an outstanding commitment to ministry and theology. Now, my main ministry and theology that I focus on, if anyone's watching from Solitary Coventry, they'll know that I teach Wicca and witchcraft. I've been teaching it for about 12 years. It's been a way of life for me for, more than 2 decades. And I also teach how Christianity took pagan, pre-Christian, ancient traditions. They took the pagan traditions and made them their own in order to control the masses. You know the story. So that's what I teach. I do teach that. I do have a Wicca and Witchcraft for Beginners class. And the first place we start is history. And we start with Constantine. So many people are like, even my sister's Christian, my mother's Christian, my other sister's Christian. And I'm like, I bring up Constantine, they have no idea what I'm talking about. So how can you do this without knowing your history? So I feel it's very important for people to know. And then this is hereby declare that Rhonda M. Woodyard has been named soul therapist through my church at 2022. I am working on, I'm going to become a hypnotherapist. I'm taking courses for that, online courses. It's going to take a while. I just got to make sure I get registered in the right place, because there's certain things that you can't do in the U.S. that way. So, but then, like I said, I have my website. It's focused on life coaching, because I am a certified happiness life coach. I got certified in December of 2022. And of course, I just recently got my certificate after fighting with them for months. Not like, it was just a matter of getting the physical paper of it. And it was so funny because they emailed me something about happiness. So I replied back. I said, you know what would make me happy? I said, what would make me happy is an actual physical copy of my certificate that I've never received. Mm-hmm. And I said, it would make me very happy that I could frame it and put it on my wall with the rest of my achievements.
Right.
And then finally I got their attention and they finally sent me my certificate. Because I completed it in December. And I think, because we're friends on my profile page, I think you've seen I just posted maybe a month ago that I finally got it after fighting with them all this time.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I will not be recommending them to anyone. And I have unsubscribed to their email. So, and then one more thing that I do have a house blessing certificate that I can do for people. Now, I know there's a lot of people, they're always, I need this much for my home, I've got spirit activity, or something just feels off. What I can do is speak with you one-on-one, and I can create and write a ritual to suit the specific individual's needs. And then I can walk them through as they're doing the ritual. We can do it on video, and I can be there to guide them and do it step by step with them. And then once everything is done, I will send them their certificate of their health blessing. That would be done by me and the person that is seeking to do this. So,
okay, cool. Now you also have a video channel over on Rumble as well.
Yeah.
And I was going to bring that up and let people know about, is you got me hooked on that, or you introduced me to it.
Yeah.
I haven't really had a chance to do a lot over there yet, but hopefully I'll be making some videos over there soon as well. So what brought about doing the videos over there on Rumble?
Oh God. Patsy. You know Patsy? Right? You know Patsy? Okay, Patsy, she's my diehard. That's what I call her. She's been with me ever since her husband passed away back in 2016, 2017. And she is actually the one that introduced me to you. That's how I got to know you. She's the one that also said, hey, why don't you try out StreamYard? So I tried out StreamYard. And then she said, hey, you should check out Rumble. So I started checking out Rumble, and I tell you, there's nothing organized over there. I'm trying to make sure my girl doesn't fall here. There's nothing organized over there on Rumble. Rumble, I just started doing that. I was doing just stupid stuff, really short videos, just dumb stuff, funny stuff, whatever. But I do, there's politics over there. There's a lot, I do a lot of bloopers. When we're done with this, it will be uploaded to Rumble, right? If you're okay with that, okay. I didn't think you'd mind, but I still like to ask permission. Um, so, there's stuff like this. Any free live educational event that I do on Solitary Coventry, or even on the Druid Circle, it always gets published and uploaded to Rumble. There's a lot of content on my Rumble channel that you will not find on Facebook. And like I said, it's not organized. There's funny stuff, stupid stuff, there's bloopers, there's politics, there's, the Wicca and witchcraft. And it is, I'm trying to give pagans across the globe a voice, right? No matter what side of the spectrum, like when it comes to politics, I think doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're from. I want you to come over there, because then we can have healthy debates in the comments, right? People can leave comments, and we can still get along. Just have healthy debates. I've been wanting to get something together and call it Pagan's Political Lounge. It was looking like I was going to have at least 2 other people with me, and that's kind of fallen through. So, Earl, if you want to, even if we're on different, like Lord Gunther, him and I are on different, we have different views with politics. I think you and I may have different views, but you know what? That's okay, because that's what brings about a good show, so that we can talk about it and, give our thoughts and our opinions. So, I had somebody, because we haven't told Lord Gunther, if he's still watching, he'll hear it. I told someone about Lord Gunther. I told him, I'm really excited. I said, here was part of our conversation. And then this person was like, well, I don't think I would trust that person. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what people's political views are, because in the end, all we have is each other. Even if our views are different, we can still coexist and feel one way or the other. Yeah. And that's how I feel. And I think that's the kind of thing I want to bring to Pagan's Rumble channel. Even if I can just do it once a week on a particular day at a set time, just get me and, 2 other people and just do something like that. That's what I want to call it. I want to call it Pagan's Political Lounge. But again, there's just so much. You've seen some of the stupid stuff I put over there.
Yeah, even though I don't publicly broadcast the politics, because I don't do that on my channels. But I mean, I keep all that privately, because I mean, there's a certain image that I have to uphold here at.
It's not only that, I understand completely.
Yeah, so
why you would want to, but see that's kind of the main place that I'd share anything politically is on Rumble. So I don't, every once in a while it gets brought up when it's absolutely necessary on Solitary Coventry, or maybe it wasn't necessary right now, but I just want people to be aware of, look, if you go over there, we might have different political views. So if you don't want to know my political views, then maybe you shouldn't go, especially if you're going to, and that's what people don't understand. We can have different views, but still learn from each other and talk about stuff, because when shit hits the fan, it doesn't matter who you voted for, or even if you voted at all. The only people you're going to have is yourself.
That's very true.
That's how I feel. So, and I'm not going to let, someone's, just because they have a different view on me than religion, I'm not going to let that stop me from being friends with someone. And I'm not going to do that when it comes to politics either, because I could really miss out on a good friendship.
Yeah, that's very true. And I mean, there are some people that
well, they're not mature enough to.
Right. There are a few people that I've had to part ways with because of the way that they approach it and the way that they come across.
Right.
And, unfortunately, I don't like to have that around me. So, I mean, yeah, there's been times where I've had to part ways with people. So, And
that's a shame. That's a shame, that someone would come at you in such a way where you're just like, you know what? I'm out of here. And people shouldn't be treated that way. It doesn't matter, what it is. So, but I completely understand. And like I said, that's why, I that's the main reason I do Rumble. So, but again, there's all kinds of stuff over there. There's not a routine. There's not a flow. There's not just one this, or it's not just one particular topic or subject, or like I said, there's bloopers, there's funny stuff, there's stupid stuff. And when I do things like this with people, or I do something like this on Solitary Coventry, it always gets uploaded to Rumble. So all kinds of different stuff over there. And I think I told you all the good stuff that's been happening since since I've been over here with you. So I don't know, you got any questions or anything for me? Are there any comments?
Yeah, so we haven't had any comments at this point, but I am happy that we do have this collaboration together, and that we're able to do videos back and forth with each other and be able to share what we have going on and so forth, um, just so that we are properly representing the pagan community, and that's what it's all about.
Right. And I would love to have you back again for October with your magazine. Is it a magazine? Is that what you said it was?
Yeah.
Okay, for your magazine. I know Drew and Neoclassical, he's trying to get together like a newsletter, like a physical, right, where you can hold it in your hand. He's trying to get something together too. I do know that, but he's kind of had a setback with some stuff, which is, what I talked about earlier. I did 2 live rituals for him. But yeah, he's trying to get some stuff together too. But yeah, anytime you got something new popping up, let me know. And I'd be more than happy to be back on Solitary Coventry. And if I forget, like if I don't see something pop up from you on my profile page about your magazine for October, just shoot me a message. Hey, can you put me back on Solitary Coventry? Anytime you want to come back on, you just let me know. And I'm more than happy. If there's anybody else that would like to network with me, all they got to do is, shoot me a message and we can get things going. I'm sure Earl wouldn't mind hooking up with somebody if they want to do that. Because you've got the Pagan Artist Spotlight page, which is where we're at right now on the page. I'm actually a moderator over here too, but I think I've only gone live on there once, and that was when I had you on Solitary Coventry this last time.
Yep. Yeah. So they'll say if people want to, if you have not joined up with the groups for Pagan Artist Spotlight, National Pagan Network, now's the time to do it. There is the group for Pagan Artist Spotlight, and then also we have the group for National Pagan Network.
Yeah, I think I'm in all of those groups, right? So
if you've not joined up with the groups, now's the time to do it. So that way you can keep updated as to what we have going on here. And if you'd like to help support Pagan Artist Spotlight or National Pagan Network, I've got links on the business page on both of them.
Oh, shit. I forgot them.
Yeah, to donate directly to National Pagan Network and or Pagan Artist Spotlight to help us keep things moving here, and to keep so we can stay online and to be able to bring you all the good stuff going on. And let's see, also, just as a reminder, June 24th will be the release of the new Red album coming out, and that's comprised of 19 artists in the pagan community who have put together this new album in support for women's reproductive rights. So be sure to look up the Red album for the pagan community. Be sure to, when that gets released later on this month, you'll be able to, I believe you'll be able to get that on their website, and then also I believe they're going to have it on Bandcamp so that you can download the full album. You can download digital releases as well. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming up with that album, so be sure to look that up. And again, if anyone is interested in the new magazine, Today's Witch, be sure to get with me personally, and I will be able to, because once we have the magazine fully out in mid-October, I can get you copies. We are seeking stores across the nation to help us distribute the magazine. Also, this is going to be the other part of it, which is Traveler's Companion. And this is going to be a full book of all of the metaphysical and, basically all the metaphysical stores nationwide. So if you happen to be traveling, you'll be able to have that book with you. You'll be able to find out stores that are in the area that you may be traveling to. So, that's something that we've come up with. And so if you'd like to take advantage of that, get in contact with me directly. I'll be able to assist you with that.
I wanted to bring up my website real quick. Oh, I can't hear you. What's going on?
Oh, I'm right here.
There you are.
Okay.
Okay. If they go over to my website, it's mostly focused on life coaching, and they can go over there and become a member for free. I do short blogs 1 to 3 times a month, so they're not going to get like overloaded with notifications. And the blogs are focused on life coaching. And I'll tell you another thing too. My first session with people is only $55 to spend about an hour and a half with you. We do a meditation. You'll follow my voice, and I'm going to cleanse you mind, body, and spirit from head to toe. Like, we'll talk a little bit before we do it, then we'll do it, and then we'll talk a little bit after, just to see how you feel compared before you did the meditation with me, and then how you felt after. And then we talk a little bit about how we should proceed forward with the next session. So the first session is 45. I'm so sorry. First session is $45. I spend about an hour and a half with you, and then any sessions after that are $60 an hour. And if you search online, coaches start at $75 to $90 an hour. So this is just another example to try to show people that I'm trying to be affordable for people so that they can get help, and so that they can, and listen, I did not go become a certified happiness life coach until I learned to find happiness in myself. Because how can I help someone be happy with themselves if I can't be happy with myself? It all starts here. It all starts inside. Happiness is found within. And what I like to say is, if you change your mind, you change your life.
That's true.
So,
right. And I want to say good evening to Ed Sott, who's tuning in as well. And actually, he is the creator of the new magazine, Today's Witch.
Awesome. That's great. Maybe him and I should get together a little bit. Maybe he can come on Solitary Coventry, maybe talk about whatever he's doing. I'd like to chat with that guy a little bit if he's up to it.
Okay.
Not right now, obviously, but he can get in touch with me over in Solitary Coventry, or you guys are probably friends on Facebook, so he can find me there on my profile page or whatever. We'll see if he wants to.
Ed, let's see, we got about 5 minutes here. Ed, if you want to log in, and you've got access, so you can come join in if you'd like to for a little bit, talk about the magazine. And so we can get that out there for people. So if you want to come join us, just go ahead and log in, and you've got access to the page here. So, yeah, I'll wait and see if we can get Ed on with us here right quick, so he can talk more about the magazine as well. Like I said, we got about 5 minutes left here before quitting time. So Again, if there's Ed. Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
Oh, hello, Ed. I think we've met before.
I believe we have, yes.
Okay, Ed. So take it away. Give the official words on the
I'm
today's.
echoing. Hold on a minute, Earl. I'm echoing right now, Earl. Hold on a minute.
You sound good here.
Now I'm not. Okay, because I had you on the background playing, and it was playing back to me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, go ahead and give the official word on the magazine.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're creating a magazine called Today's Witch. It's a magazine publication focused on witchcraft, paganism, and esotericism and spirituality. It's going to be a monthly publication. It's $159.95 a month with subscriptions, but it has a special with it for a year. Oh, sorry, $159.95 a year. It's got a special with it with a subscription. It includes a Wheel of the Year book or a puzzle book with 150 puzzles in it. To be used as an educational tool if you have a covenant and so forth. In addition to that, we're putting out a travel companion guide, which we hope to be out in January, and that's going to be the Witch's Traveler's Companion. And what it's going to be is it's going to be a listing of all the stores and pagan shops within the United States. So if you're traveling on the road and you run across anything, you're in a town you don't know where it's at, where any pagan stores are, and you forgot your sage, well, you got it made because you can find it in that book. One of the many specials we have going with the magazine, and we look forward to your patronage in the magazine. Now, you were talking about an advertisement, maybe?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe I could bring you in. Earl was telling me about the magazine, and he's going to be ready in October, just in time for Samhain. And I thought maybe I could, because I feature Earl over on Solitary Coventry. We've done this a total of 4 times. I usually bring him on, and then and when we can fit me in, he brings me on the Pagan Artist Spotlight. So it's mostly to just update people and let people know what's going on between our pages. We try to network so that we can reach the pagan community and anybody that wants to get involved.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
To come on one of these days.
Yeah, that would be great. I think Patsy has been trying to link us together recently.
She has.
Okay, yeah. I told her, I said, Patsy, I'm so sorry, I'm so busy, you're going to have to give me time to breathe for a minute. So.
Yeah, well, she's one that doesn't give anybody time to breathe, really.
Well, she's my crazy witch. I call her my die hard because I couldn't get rid of her if I tried. I wouldn't want to anyway, but yes. Yeah, she's a crazy witch, and I wouldn't have her any other way, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I love her to death, but she's impatient.
But you just got to try to help keep her focused instead of jumping around everywhere. So
anyway,
that's true. All right, folks. I appreciate everyone tuning in, and like I said, if you have questions later on, you can email me directly at earl@iapnradio.net, or I still have the Iowa Pagan News at Gmail, where you can reach me as well. I will be creating a new email address for Pagan Artist Spotlight. That's going to be coming up. Plus, I'm almost going to be changing the website. And so all the changes are complete over on Facebook. Be sure to join up on the groups, and so you can stay apprised as to what we have going on over here. And in the meantime, I'm going to say pleasant journeys, everyone. Appreciate everyone tuning in. And as always, keep everybody safe around you. And we will be back later on for more right here at Pagan Artist Spotlight. So stay tuned for more coming up. And so, just keep apprised. And we'll have more announcements coming out about the magazine and everything to go along with that. We're working on the website. And we've got the Facebook page up for that. I need to get a link to that up here, so I will work on that. In the meantime, like I said, have a good night. We're going to be out of here for the evening. Appreciate everyone tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. All shows are recorded and available for download at plrdn.podbean.com. All rights are reserved and may not be replayed without written permission by IAPN Radio Management. Come join us at our new group, IAPN Radio, on Facebook, where you can be kept up to date for future broadcasts. Pleasant journeys, everyone.